Well, unfortunately for the teenager behind the attack on Rockstar Games, paying a small fee and immediately avoiding any jail time or further consequences may be possible in Grand Theft Auto, but not the real world. The FBI and the UK police arrested the 17-year-old UK teen, and he currently still remains in prison. But there have been a number of updates that I do want to discuss on this Grand Theft Auto 6 situation, as well as some indication and maybe when we see Rockstar Games officially show off the game for the first time. As always, subscribe for more and turn notifications on so you don't miss out on any new videos, and let's get into it. One of the more interesting things about this Grand Theft Auto 6 leak controversy is just the fact that I don't think it was as damaging as everybody thought it was going to be. Obviously, there still is that concern that's not going to be going away anytime soon of what could possibly happen in the future. Could source code, more data get out from Grand Theft Auto 6 from this original hack? But we don't know for sure. All we do know at this point is that the 17-year-old UK teen, the main culprit behind this hack, has been arrested and is currently in jail or awaiting sentencing and whatever else comes about with in terms of the UK legal system, which I'm not too familiar with. But when you compare this to some of the other leaks and hacks that have happened in the past, whether that be Halo 2 a long time ago, or more recently The Last of Us Part 2, that was damaging because there's tons of story details, tons of spoilers that got out. But with Grand Theft Auto 6, that's not what happened. Obviously, we learned a lot about some of the characters such as Lucia and Jason, as well as a lot of the cool things that may be in the game, but this is a game that's still a couple of years away, and the final product is going to look very different. And cut content is something that does happen throughout the development process, so not everything that we did see in those 90+ early pre-alpha development videos are going to be in the final game when we get it maybe in 2024, 2025. But regardless of that, before this actual post that came on the GTA forums from Teapot Uber Hacker, we now have proof that he was actually having conversations with other, let's call them threat actors, people that wanted possession of the Grand Theft Auto 6 source code, which is the damaging part, and we still don't know if that may get leaked in the future or not. But apparently on the 15th of September, which I think this was just about 2 or 3 days before his post on the GTA forums, Teapot had the following interaction with a threat actor saying, "I have one problem, I think you won't work with me, what if I am Lapsus?" He is, he's the leader of it. "You seem to dislike Lapsus," it goes on. And what this interaction actually shows is that Teapot Uber Hacker wasn't just behind the hack of Rockstar Games and Uber recently, it was also DoorDash and a number of other companies, and that's in addition to the events that happened earlier this year, which got him arrested for the first time, supposedly, in which his group Lapsus hacked Microsoft, Samsung, Vodafone, T-Mobile, Cisco, Okta, Ubisoft, and a number of other tech companies. But with this specific interaction that you're seeing on the screen, on the 16th, he was negotiating with what I'm calling a threat actor, and Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive did pop up, in which Teapot says, "Would you have interest in 2K Games / Rockstar Games' intranet? And also we do have confirmation that 2K Games was also hacked." And then the threat actor says, "Let me have a look." He says, "I have access to all of the source code of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 6 Americas," that's the project or code name. "I'm downloading this now." So it definitely sounds like Teapot had access to Rockstar's Slack system for a decent amount of time. And he says, sadly, there's no documents, although it does seem like he may be in possession or was in possession of a huge PDF file. But he adds that Grand Theft Auto 6 has been in development since 2014 with over $2 billion spent on it so far. And before people go absolutely insane with this number, it really needs to be mentioned, as other individuals have pointed out, including the account that shared these images, $2 billion is the allocated budget for the entirety of Grand Theft Auto 6. That includes marketing, that includes development, and that also includes post-launch support for Grand Theft Auto 6 Online. Red Dead Redemption 2, I think, had a budget of around $500 million, but it also did include marketing, which probably was another $300 to $400 million. Still, though, Grand Theft Auto 6, and again, the online and all of that stuff all together, being $2 billion, that is a huge investment made by Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive, and shows just how serious they are about this project and knowing that it needs to be huge for them. It needs to be revolutionary, and everything that we have seen seen so far of the game definitely indicates that. Now, fortunately for Rockstar Games, this interaction negotiation fell apart as Teapot Uber hacker burned access with the other party for unknowing reasons and then went onto the GTA forums and posted publicly those videos, and the rest is history. I guess it is a good thing now that Rockstar Games in recent weeks and months is now exploring bolstering up their online security because, yeah, that is definitely something that has to be addressed. Now, one other significant detail from this interaction is the fact that Teapot mentioned that he had information or access to the Bank of Brazil, and why I find that interesting is because of Lapsus's link to Brazil, as there are apparently hackers within the group that operate out of Brazil and the UK. And why I find that notable is because of a recent update that we got from the journalist Matthew Keys Live. He's the individual who confirmed that this GTA 6 hacker was in fact the 17-year-old UK teen, or at least right now it's the alleged person behind all of this. And he said on Twitter just the other day, law enforcement sources said at least 2 other people are believed to be involved in the attack against Rockstar and Uber. Additional arrests are expected. And again, this is being investigated by the Federal Bureau of Investigations, likely the Department of Justice, and also the UK police. But with the specific attack on the Bank of Brazil, as well as a couple of other South American tech companies, it just makes me believe the fact that these other individuals that were involved with this hack on Rockstar Games with Grand Theft Auto 6 are in fact probably located within Brazil. And also you could just go into this hacking group's history, in which, yes, Lapsus has been linked by cyber experts and other hackers to, again, Brazil and the UK. And what's interesting about this whole ordeal is the fact that it's unclear if this 17-year-old UK teen was the actual person that social engineered their way into Rockstar Games' Slack and was able to download all of the files and such that could be damaging to Rockstar Games and Grand Theft Auto 6's development. I say that because of how this individual is now defending himself in the courts of the UK. In a statement to Eurogamer the afternoon of yesterday, the City of London's police cybercrime unit acknowledged the individual had appeared in court over the weekend, a youth court I should mention because he is under the age of 18, and was now being held at a youth detention center. The 17-year-old who appeared at Highbury Corner Youth Court on the 24th of September has pleaded guilty to breaching his bail conditions and not guilty to computer misuse, the City of London detective inspector said. And as some of you may remember in past videos of this situation, it was mentioned by other hackers that the 17-year-old UK teen is known for working with a team of not-so-skilled individuals who use him as a frontman mule to spread the word of said breaches, which makes me wonder if that's exactly what happened with this current ordeal. But Matthew Keys furthermore reports that the teenager had been charged and convicted earlier this year for computer intrusions against a number of Western companies, and he received a lengthy probation sentence. During his probation, prosecutors say this teenager used a smartphone that he was not authorized to have as he carried out additional attacks against at least 2 other companies. And the desk has learned that these companies are likely Uber and Rockstar Games. Just the notion that this teenager was within the internal systems of so many companies the last couple of weeks, DoorDash, the Bank of Brazil, Rockstar Games, Uber, and he only used his phone to do all of that is kind of crazy. And it does make me suspect that the other supposed hackers involved with this attack on Rockstar played more of a role than this teenager. It just seems to be that they're less sloppy with revealing their identity than this teenager was. But as it stands, we await to see some sort of announcement from Rockstar Games in regards to Grand Theft Auto 6. Maybe that includes a teaser trailer of the game, likely similar to how Grand Theft Auto 5 was revealed back in, I believe, 2011 with its first teaser, which showed off a little bit of the story, but mostly just a couple of snapshots of the open world. Gave you a little bit of insight into what Los Santos was going to give players, and it did not include a release window, which I suspect will be the same thing that happens with Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, while Rockstar Games earlier this year said that they were going to have information on the next GTA being released soon is just a pointless word in Rockstar's dictionary, as within the Red Dead Redemption 2 days, it was often we're going to get more news soon, and that ended up being like 7 or 8 months. And the Grand Grand Theft Auto 5 days, it was the same thing. They would say more information coming soon, and then it would be about a year later until something pops up. And with Grand Theft Auto 6, we just don't know if Rockstar's marketing plans have been changed because of the hack that just came about a week and a half ago. Now, a well-known Rockstar insider, Tez2, he's mostly known for his GTA Online insights, he gave some further information on the GTA 6 development timeline. He said it started around 2014, that's when the game first went into pre-production, but the game went into full development prior to Red Dead Redemption 2's release. However, it was rebooted as per a reliable source around the time RDR2 released. And then in another post, he further elaborated, saying, as the codename suggests, Americas, the game was planned to feature Vice City in one major city or more from South America, but that has since been dialed back to reduce crunch as per Jason Schreier's Bloomberg report that came earlier this year. 6 was in development prior to Red Dead Redemption 2's release, but it was rebooted. Rockstar submitted a patent and one of its inventors did not join Rockstar Games until 2019. Since then, Rockstar recruited more animation, research, and development team developers than usual. Most specified machine learning techniques, and the leaked development footage showcases the animation/locomotion team efforts featuring the demos of features. While the crunch concerns were surely part of the reasons behind the reboot, Rockstar probably required new animation tech as well, so the reboot happened due to a multitude of reasons that all worked in favor of Rockstar. I would add that this leak or further information isn't necessary to understand that Grand Theft Auto 6's development has been somewhat chaotic, just like Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5's, and really all of Rockstar Games' projects. It has gone through lots of overhauls over the years, and it's exactly why we have not officially seen this game yet. However, the GTA forums community is very much sold on the likelihood that we see this game finally announced this October. As Tez2 said on the GTA forums, this is speculation, but he said 16 days before Halloween, Rockstar will start featuring UFOs within GTA Online. On October 23rd, the stealth UFO will appear instead of the regular UFO model. And he proceeded to elaborate on how this involves GTA 6. He said the GTA Online part, yes. GTA 6 being properly announced during the GTA Online UFO event, not so much. It's only speculation. Basis of speculation being that Rockstar teased/placed the mysterious picture of a house, likely from GTA 6, within the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. That's something that's been talked endlessly over the course of the last year. I'll have the image on the screen. Nobody's been able to identify this image. It was just randomly placed in there, and that's why some people suspect that this was our first actual tease of GTA 6. And the picture was about a UFO hovering over that house, and the mysterious picture also just happened to be displayed within Little Probin, a UFO-themed bar. So that is the connection that some have made and why there is optimism within the GTA community that we will see a reveal later in October for GTA 6. Dumb theory? I don't know, I've heard worse ones than that. In regards to if more leaks will come about, it is a waiting game until or if more arrests are made. The Telegram account of Lily Howarth has been offline since the UK teen was arrested, so maybe that account was him the whole time, or maybe it was one of the other hackers that realize that there's a need to go radio silent now as the authorities are hot on their trail. Various accounts have claimed to have source code and other data, but all of them are likely scammers, so be cautious if you are interacting with any of these accounts. But anyway, what do you make of the latest on GTA 6? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, but thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video or if you found any informative value, and make sure to follow my other social media accounts for updates on new videos. Links are always down the description below. I'm most active on Twitter, giving opinions on news that I do not always get into video forums, so do make sure to follow me over there. Also check out my Discord for all sorts of discussion on games. And again, thank you for joining. Consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you later.